I had to fix a bunch of stuff. There we go. Yeah, that did it. Hell yeah. How are you doing, everyone? Everything looks to be in order. 2 days is crazy. For us. I have a hunch you've been taken over by someone else with the same accent. Yeah, just fired up a cloning facility. Just pumped out a bunch of Eyezayars to get shit together, you know? So Arkham City continues today, I believe. Not for too long. I'm a bit late today. Later than I wanted to be. But that is okay. We're gonna roll with it. Sorry, I'm just checking some settings. I tried to make it so that when somebody multi-gifts subs, it doesn't play the sub sound effect 1,500 times. But we'll see how that goes. Feel free to test it if you like. Wink, wink. Oh yeah, the internet might be shaky at the moment. I didn't think about that. I've been experiencing some technical difficulties. Good to see you afraid of women. I didn't forget you existed. Okay. Yeah, everything worked surprisingly well yesterday, which is nice. There wasn't much like tinkering with settings during the stream, which is very unusual. I'm back on that 3 GB internet stick. Honestly, sometimes it feels like that 3 GB internet stick might have been better. My Wi-Fi is shaky. Why is Eyezayar streaming 2 days in a row? Is he competent? I don't know. I'm trying this competency thing out. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. I want to make it so that the chat stays on the screen a little bit longer. That should be a setting for me, I think, because it disappears really fast. Hang on a sec. We'll tinker with one thing. Let's hope, though, that it doesn't break everything else. So... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, yes. Hide messages after. Okay, yep. We'll bump that up to, like, 50 seconds instead. And we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that didn't break everything. The lag's crazy. Let me actually try something. I think I might be able to fix that. Give me 2 seconds. I may be able to. I think I know why. I'll be right back. Alright, hopefully that fixed something. Let me know. Okay. I'm a little bit slow today, you'll have to bear with me. Man, I took a break from being in front of my computer so much during December. And it's like you lose your brain calluses, you know what I mean? Like you come back and your eyes just aren't used to it and I just get splitting headaches. Does anybody know if those glasses that people wear actually work? Like blue light glasses? I've been thinking about that. Alright. Did the stream drop out while I was gone? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. It sounds like you're talking to us through a gramophone. Is the mic quality worse? Really? I don't know who to believe. It shouldn't be. Thanks for following that Scottish ghost. The blue light glasses help me for sure. Yeah, I feel like it might be beneficial. Hey, going Dronte. Hopefully I pronounced that right. I couldn't DM you on Twitter, so I just replied to one of your tweets with the mods. Oh, right, for Lego Batman 1. I will sort through my Twitter stuff probably later today. I haven't touched Twitter in a while, thankfully. Oh, shib. Thank you, Popo. Sorry, hopefully the stream stabilizes. If it hasn't, you might want to, like, exit the stream and then go back in, and sometimes that fixes it. Aussie phraseology does not lend itself to being deep or poetic. God, you've been around for a while, Doctor. Jesus. That's a classic right there. I wonder, like, I can't remember who left that comment, but sometimes I just think, like, what are they doing now? What are they doing now? Oh yeah, sorry about ads as well. I looked into that, and ads are weird on Twitch now. It seems to me that I can either have them run really irregularly, like it'll be once an hour, but they play in like the first 5 minutes or something. Or if I make it any less frequent, there has to be a pre-roll before you join the stream, and I hate the idea of that. So, yeah. Oh, who was that? Oh, dude. I'm gonna butcher this, but Saiku Soku. Thanks for the prime, dude. We're 50 out of 100. I didn't even realize we had a goal. I wasn't gonna set a goal until I streamed a little bit more consistently, because every time I set a goal, we hit it, and then I stopped streaming. So I kind of want to earn that goal. I didn't realize that was enabled, but thank you. I appreciate that, dude. Oh, that's you, Muffalo. Oh, you got a rebrand, I understand. Don't expect any rebrands from me. I feel like I hit my username on the head, and I can't really imagine going back from that. Thanks for the 100 bits, Dronte. Appreciate it, dude. I'm glad to be back streaming. I always missed it. It's just wasn't the right time, I think, for me to do it before. I'm glad we did before, but, you know, things are a little bit more optimal for me to do it at the moment. Better equipment and stuff. Okay. If you end stream before Soulja Boy does, raid him. I'm sure Soulja Boy doesn't need my raid. I would imagine Soulja Boy has, like, I'm gonna guess, like, at least 3,000 viewers, right? Is he on Twitch? Yeah. Maybe 5k, but my guess is 3k. Oh, why does Soulja Boy not have more... Isn't Soulja Boy, like, cultural phenomenon levels of huge? I guess, hey, once you step into the internet realm of things with, like, Twitch and more obscure stuff, it doesn't really matter all that much. I feel the rebrand, my username used to be HaHaP. Hi guys, it's Ellie or Eli is a lot better, that's for sure. Soulja Boy told them. Soulja Boy told 350 people. 350 viewers is crazy, but Soulja Boy is like, as I said, cultural phenomenon kind of stuff. Let me see. What's Soulja Boy's biggest song? Wait, is my generic lo-fi working? It is, cool. Biggest song. Oh, obviously, Crank That Soulja Boy is a dead giveaway. Yeah, right. With 568 million views. Jesus Christ. I was never really a Soulja Boy guy myself, but hey. Twitch is like the next step for rappers these days, I feel like. Hey, going Essen. Good to see you. I only know Soulja Boy or whatever his name is because of the knockoff consoles. Yeah, I forget that I'm old sometimes. So Soulja Boy probably means like... He didn't even really mean much to like my generation either, but... He's definitely like a massive music career. Pug Madman, thank you, dude. I can't, like, this is another person. For 8 months, you've just sat there with your sub. I feel like I need to ask every single person now who's done this, because there's a couple who stayed subbed for like a year while I wasn't streaming. Did you know, Pug, that you were still subbed, or were you cruelly reminded like just now? Because that's hilarious either way, honestly. That's pretty sweet either way. Fun fact, Arkham City actually depicts a future where Soulja Boy did not tell them. That is dark stuff. It is quite dystopian, so I can definitely see that. Got any ideas for some dudes I should mod into Lego Bruce and Robert? One? I'll do literally... Oh. How did you get into modding Lego Batman 1, Mirage? That's interesting. I consider Soulja Boy more of an early 2000s kind of thing. He definitely is. But, like, I was born in 2001, so, like, by the time I was conscious, and by the time I cared about, like, music and what songs I liked and stuff, I don't know. The stream is crunchy. Really? Let me see. You just got reminded? I don't know whether to apologize or not, but thank you. Let me see. Hang on, you're gonna hear both of me for a second. Oh, you just got reminded? Oh, the stream is crunchy. What's going on there? But thank you. Let me see. Why is it so laggy? You're gonna hear both of me for a second. Well, I apologize. I'm doing what I can. We're gonna have a bit of a, like, a 2 FPS stream here and there. Oh, Josh, thanks for the 100 bits, man. Twitch didn't notify me. I only knew you were streaming because I went to invite friends to play Lethal Company and they're all offline. Did I take all your friends? Did I take the Lethal Company squad? I have barely seen a combined, like, 2 minutes of Lethal Company footage, but it is, like, exploding in popularity. Can you imagine if Lethal Company was around during COVID? It would have gotten, like, the Among Us treatment, I'm sure of it. Like, Among Us was really helped along by everybody being stuck inside. I wonder, like, you know, as a game company with a game that's just about finished and is perfect for, like, cooperative play, you would have to hope that a global pandemic just sets in so that you can have a shot at becoming crazy huge. You're just crossing your fingers for COVID too. Got into it after watching your Bruce and Robert series, reminded me of how much I love that game, so I 100%ed it, and I saw some dude who modded Lego Batman 1, and I thought, I want to do that, and I did. Holy shit. I could never imagine being able to mod a game. So, hats off to you. Especially, like, older games. I'm not sure if that'd be more difficult or less, but... If I can put in a request for a character into Lego Batman 1, can we get some suggestions in here? If you could have any character in Lego Batman 1 that isn't in Lego Batman 1, who should we do? I feel like Professor Pig would suit the general vibe of Lego Batman 1 since it's so dark and spooky. So that's my personal vote, I think. I don't think the world can handle a COVID 2. Yeah, I wonder if we'd be better at handling it or exactly the same. We'd probably be exactly the same, and every like department would just flounder as we try and sort it out. We're probably a little bit better prepared now, but who knows. Yeah, I think my internet's screwy today. You know what it might be? Let me see. No, it literally cannot be my phone because I'm connected to mobile data instead, so that's just great. Hopefully it straightens out before we get into the game. Have you checked your bitrate? VHS filter might be messing up the stream. It shouldn't. I've always had this VHS filter because I'm unoriginal. Oh, someone's done a Professor Pig? We need someone really obscure then. Hang on, can't I check my performance thing? Let me see. I can probably see, like... I already know that it's just my internet in general, because that's just... Yeah, oh, my bitrate is all over the place right now. What could be causing that? Just shit internet, I guess. Well, we're gonna roll with it. We're gonna see what we can do regardless. So that's how bits work. That isn't... Did somebody give bits and I didn't see? Thank you all for the subs and the bits, by the way. As I said, like, usually I set a sub goal because it's cool to work for a sub goal and it's cool to, like, incentivize people to help you hit it and stuff like that. But until I stream for, like... Until I stream at least, like, a couple of days a week for a month, like, let's say in January, I'm just not gonna set one. Because every time, like, we gotta at least get consistent before we start the goal right now is just to stream somewhat consistently. So Condiment King is a good one. Surely somebody's done Condiment King. It would surprise me if someone hadn't. Jesus, 160p. I must look and sound very crunchy right now. Holy shit, it's Ben the Shagger with the Prime for 2 months. Ben, this, like, okay, so this is a little less time, 2 months, but that almost makes it even a little bit more weird because I've only been streaming for 2 days now. So what made you 2 months ago subscribe on Twitch? I have to know. I'm loving the 2-month badge, but I have to know the rationale behind it. This is an Australian internet moment. I apologize. Might make the alien dude? That's an eyesore, dude. But definitely, if you can pull it off in Lego, that'd actually go crazy. That'd actually be really cool. You have my blessing. You've got my blessing there. Let me test another thing. Do I have something downloading in the background or... No. My PlayStation is on in the other room, and what if it's like shadow downloading a Fortnite update or something? Then we'd be in trouble. That could be the cause, to be perfectly honest with you. It might just be. Do we have a Discord command? I think we do. Not sure why it didn't work there. You haven't missed much yet, Blue Bat, just me yapping. Sir Yappington. I'm kind of scared to play Arkham City now, though, because I don't want, like, it to be unwatchable stream-wise. We'll see how it goes in the next minute or two. In terms of, like, glitchiness and crunchiness. And in the meantime, I found this deep in my sources on... It's very laggy. Yeah, that's not good. Thank God I don't really stream, like, multiplayer games, because my internet just wouldn't be able to handle it. Just wouldn't. Do you... Oh, wait. Oh, game roll. Game roll, dude. Thank you very much. 5 months. Another person I have to ask. What? I haven't streamed in 11 months. What were you doing 5 months ago that made you want to subscribe? That is strange, but I appreciate it. What do you think about the new, like, alert icons, by the way, that pop up, like, when somebody follows like that? They're drawn by, I'll show you some of the originals, actually, because they're really great. I've just modified them with permission, of course. Even though I asked him permission for this purpose like 6 months ago, so hopefully that still sticks, because it just took me that long to get back around to where we are now. I think your house would explode if you booted up Frog Night. My house would literally disintegrate. My Christmas tree would catch alight. Pretty sure it just rolls over from the last time. Oh, right. Jesus. Well, thank you, dude. Good to see you. Game roll. I see you hustling on Twitter. Well, I did see you. I haven't been on Twitter in a while, but I see it. Saw you streaming Lego Indiana Jones one time. I liked watching your videos, so I subbed. Simple as that. Hell yeah. Thanks, dude. I mean, like, it's having options for places to, you know, support people you watch and stuff is cool. Like, I used to think, should I just have... Well, there's a reason I haven't set up memberships on YouTube for, like, even though I've had the option to for a really long time, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to split up, like, people who want to support on the Patreon versus on memberships, mainly because I can post a lot more varied stuff over on the Patreon. But just for convenience's sake, like, you have to sign up to Patreon if you want to support over there. I don't think there's really, like, just a one-time tip system, so probably more options is better. Honestly, you should just stream with the 3GB internet stick. Yeah, no, the 3GB internet stick, it didn't last long, but it held its own, you know? I'm packing up some of my stuff since I'm moving in a couple months, so if I get my Prime sorted, I'll sub. Spacey Jesus, I would love to have you aboard. You're already aboard as far as I'm concerned. Okay, alright. Speaking of Bruce and Robert, by the way, Overload. That'd be cool. Some people have animated little, mostly the $16 bit, but some people have animated little bits and pieces of Bruce and Robert. There's a lot of like $16 was the one that blew up, but I think there's better quotes in the series, to be honest. $16 was probably, I did not expect it to even do anything. And it's probably the most like obnoxious quote in the series, but I've seen some little animations and stuff out of different quotes, and there's some good quotes in the series. There's some good ones. Sometimes when I record that series, I just get into a flow state of stupidity, and it's kind of good. It works, you know? Alright, let's see if this game works, shall we? Let's do it. We'll go out on a limb, even if we stream it for 30 minutes. I'm just looking to appear here a couple of times a week, you know? We'll do some stuff. Thanks a lot, Game Roll. It's good to see you again too, man. I was gonna say something. There was something I meant to ask you about Red. Do you still dig into Red Dead 2 or and sort of like modify anything? I'm so interested in people who can modify games, because I don't fully understand like the restrictions with each game. So I'm always just like, I always have a question to ask. I should get into it myself, but it's very time consuming to get good at it, I suppose. Thanks for the 1 bit, by the way, Bread. Really appreciate that, dude. You really, that's getting added to the pile, you know? I think I understand what Prime subs are, but can you explain it to me? Is this a bit? Is this like you're giving me the chance to advertise? I don't even really get Prime. It's like connected to Amazon Prime, isn't it? So you get it if you have a thing there, then you get a free sub. I don't know, something like that. I don't know if we should play Arkham City today, but I don't want to bait people. It's just, if the stream is 160p for you, that might be not fun. Should we play Ham City? Should we engage in Ham City? Had no idea that's how bit worked. That's how the bits work. You're drawing a penis soon? I didn't have any plans. I could whip out paint. That is literally what Prime is. Well, there you go. Jeff Bezos can thank me for the advertisement later. Maybe we'll play a tiny bit of Ham City, but I won't make too much progress because if the stream looks like Garbo, then it won't be very fun for people who are trying to actually watch it. But if this is background noise for you, I mean, either way. Hopefully I don't sound too crunchy. Is Arkham City the game with Officer Balls? No, that's Arkham Asylum. Oh, speaking of Officer Balls. So what I'm going to start doing, I'm going to contact Eyezayar VODs, assuming that they aren't here right now. I would call them by their username, but as I said before, I'm not sure if they just want the username they use for other stuff just plastered around. But Eyezayar VODs was onto it. I don't really work in conjunction with Eyezayar VODs. Whoever runs that account, I've just let them run the account. And they're so onto it. Like within an hour of the stream, or an hour or two, it's just bam. Keep in mind, I haven't streamed in 11 months. So what I'm going to start doing, because for streams where I'm like recording something where I plan for it to become a video, I'm going to ask if Eyezayar VODs can maybe start putting those streams into an unlisted playlist. And I'll make a little command here on Twitch for people. It'll link to like the playlist section, and you'll be able to see the unlisted playlists. I won't bother doing this retroactively for other stuff, but going forward, just because I don't know, I'm sure it doesn't make that much of a difference, but I don't know how much having duplicated footage like that would compete with like the final product. Probably not much, but I'll just see how it goes. If the stream is really, really crunchy for you now, it might help if you reset the stream on your phone or computer or whatever, and then go back into it. Arkham Cidy. Let's give it a go. Sure, yeah, we can do half an hour of crunchy Arkham City, at least, right? Will I do Lego DC supervillains after Lego Batman 3? I think the plan is to do that, but finishing Bruce and Robert Season 3 is definitely like, when I finish Bruce and Robert Season 3 and TGB, I am going to be doing, like, still incorporating those elements into the channel, but definitely moving into some other projects, like some different stuff. Not to say that I'm sick of it or anything like that, but it's just exciting to work on completely new stuff. And I'm not one to, like, stagnate. It's just, this is how long the series has taken for me to make, for whatever reason. So yeah, there'll be a lot of new stuff post 2024, I think. Just the main goal for this year is to finish those two series. Thanks a lot, Burner. Appreciate that, man. Hopefully there's some value there. I think there is. There's a lot more than there used to be, that's for sure. Stream seems better. That's good. That's good. Do I have plans of video essaying again? Maybe. The thing with video essays is it's like, video essays used to be a little bit different. Like, video essays very much in of themselves became like content mills for people. And so what you got a lot was like, I'm not even saying this is necessarily a bad thing. I'm not saying you need like a PhD in whatever you're talking about for the video essay, but it became like, channels became centered around making video essays. But there's only so many things that you can really have like a deep knowledge in. So what ends up happening is like a lot of people will pump out video essays and it won't, like, eventually you just exceed what knowledge you have. And so, am I making sense here? You know what I mean? Like, a lot of video essays just sort of turned into like scrappily put together, I've just learned about this topic or whatever, and that's sort of what it became. I'm not even talking about plagiarism. I'm just talking about like I don't know, there was a time where video essays were kind of like, you had to have a little bit more of a deeper knowledge about what you're talking about. And it is hard to do that consistently. Like, if you build your channel around video essays, there's gonna come a point where you run out of things to say about what you're knowledgeable in, and so you'll spread out onto things you're not so versed in. I would even say it's fine if you're not super knowledgeable in something. It's like, if you make a video essay on something, you at least have to be very passionate about it, or it really comes across otherwise. Like, I would even say when I made my Arthur Morgan, Dutch Vandal, and those video essays that I sort of started the channel with, I would argue, like, I had only played the game once or twice by that point. And that was really just at, like, the height of my passion for the Red Dead 2 story. Like, it affected me in a way where I had to make something about it. And so I hadn't dug into the lore down to every last voice line to piece together the story. And I wasn't, like, as knowledgeable as I could be about the game. But I was very, very passionate about it, especially at that time when I had just finished the game and it had left such an impression on me. So yeah, being knowledgeable on the subject isn't the only thing that matters, but I'm also talking about, like, there's some channels that it's like, how do you have a video essay every 3 days or something? And it's like, it's because either you have to make a video on something you don't particularly care about, or a video on something you don't particularly know about that much. So I don't want to fall into that, is what I'm trying to say, but there's certain topics for, like, one-off video essay videos that I would be interested in making for sure. It's just, I don't want to... There was a time where I wanted to be a video essay channel because I really loved some video essays I was watching at the time and was really inspired by them. But, what's the word? I think it's a bit of an oversaturated market. I would only ever do that type of video for something that I'm, like, really either knowledgeable in or passionate about. Video essays are best when someone's passionate about the topic, which usually comes with being, like, having some sort of different perspective or knowledge about it. But yeah, like, I think Nakey Jakey's a really good example. Like, he's very clearly extremely passionate about, like, gaming in general. And so when he talks about some sort of topic, whether it be about the industry or about a publisher or something, you can, like, I've heard criticisms that he doesn't really present in some videos, like, entirely new perspectives on things, but it's always the passion that he brings to a topic that really rounds it out. I feel you can always feel it in his videos. The dude's so passionate about every topic that he talks about, or at least that's how it comes across. So he's a good example, I think. I don't even know if you would call his videos video essays in, like, in the regular sense, but you get what I'm talking about. I always wanted to make video essays, then I realized I would have to write essays. That's definitely a part of it. You should make another video like the Walter White and Marty Bird video, just with different characters. There was a moment in time where I was really gonna take that format and, like, run with it for a while. It was at a time where I really didn't feel like making gameplay-ish sort of videos, and I really didn't feel like making TGB at the time. And so I was like, let me try this new thing. And I think that video was a little bit of a window into the type of ideas and the type of new projects I want to work on when I've actually completed these series. The difference is now is that I feel really determined and happy to work on those series until they're done. It's just, you know, I want to be more consistent. I want them done consistently. I know I'm rambling on right now. We should probably play the game, but that was interesting. Like, because I really do love video essays. It's just the market of video essays has become like very full with. It's harder to find the good ones these days. They almost have become a parody of themselves sometimes. You know what I mean? Honestly, I've started writing video essays, hopefully good. And to be honest, they're really fun, but take a long time. As long as as I said, as long as you're either super knowledgeable or super passionate about the subject, you're good. I think either way, like, that will shine through. The only thing that makes me really put off by one is when I can tell that this was just made for the sake of having another video essay out, you know? Oh, Drac. Thank you for the Prime, dude. Thank you for the 7 months. You're crazy. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're doing well. The crunchiness is gone? Or the crunchiness... Are you telling the crunchiness to be gone? I was able to pump out a 2-page Word document for a script about the OG Super Mario Bros. Quicker than any essay I've ever written for school. Yeah, see, like, and speed of output isn't the determining factor for whether something is just, like, uninspired and made for the sake of it either. Because if you're passionate about something, sometimes you really can just, like, bash it out until it's done. There's a channel that I used to follow. I don't know what his name is now. God, what is it? Big channel. It was it like the Fresh Prince or Clean Prince Gaming or something like that? Did anybody else used to watch him? Really long time ago. I'm talking like 5 years ago, maybe. And something interesting happened with him. And I think it's a good example of sort of what I'm talking about. Has anybody, sorry, I know there's a big delay. Oh God, I have to draw something. See, I need to remove that. That is, or I need to make it 50,000. I need to make it 50,000 points. Anyway, small tangent. There was this guy that I used to watch on YouTube, and he got really, really big. And his name was like Clean Prince Gaming or something. And he made gaming news videos, but then he made gaming sort of video essays. And it was really strange because, hang on, is this music too loud? Or is this song just too loud? This song's killing me. Yeah, he got really big, and he started making, like, he went from news to video essays about games. And he got in some controversy about, like, using other people's gaming footage or something like that. That's kind of irrelevant here, but thank you, Burner. Appreciate it, dude. He ended up stopping for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but he was making, like, he was making a lot of video essays, let's just put it that way. And then he moved away from this gaming channel, probably because of the controversy, or probably related to that, or maybe numbers started to go down, I'm not sure. But he ended up starting this other channel, which is still around and still, like, going. And I think it's called Nerdstalgic.
He's not the...
Yeah, it is. And so what ended up happening was, I remember I ended up stumbling across this channel and recognizing his voice. And he was just, but this channel would just pump out video essays about different shows, and like, oh, it'd be discussing, like, the TV industry or different TV shows specifically. And I was like, how the hell is this guy doing it so fast? And then out of nowhere, he ended up, the voice of the channel was no longer his. And I think what ended up happening was he hired a bunch of writers, hired a bunch of voice talent, and then just, it basically just runs itself now, right? And to me, that was kind of like the most corporatized evolution of the video essay. Something that was meant to be, or something that started as a genuinely passionate venture of like talking about media that you love and movies and games and TV shows that had like an effect on you, right? And it just got like bastardized into this, as you said, content mill. It was just, yeah, really disappointing. It was really sad. Because like movie criticism or like movie appreciation or any sort of media video essay, whether it's a critique or whatever, as soon as it becomes like that, it loses any source, you know? Because it just feels icky. I believe Employment is someone who also did something different, then moved to video essays and ended up getting some controversy. Yeah, I mean, like, once you get to a certain size, I don't know much about him. I did hear some bits and pieces. I try to mind my own business, but yeah, like, that's the end road, and that's sad for me, I think. It makes me a little bit, I can't think of the word. It's not jaded. It's just, it just makes me feel a little indifferent towards the whole thing. Like, if that's the end road for somebody who once sounded genuinely passionate, it's kind of sad, you know? The problem with hiring some writers is that they aren't really writers, but are plagiarists. That's true too. When are you going to start playing? Very soon, because I also, like, need to get a move on with some other stuff today, but it's an interesting topic. And most people I bring up this channel to have seen Nerdstalgic but weren't really familiar with Clean Prince. I think that was his name. So yeah, every now and again I'll see Nerdstalgic pop up in my recommended, and I'll be like, that's the end road of these sort of just like content mill video essays, and it sucks. I don't really watch video essays that much anymore, unless, like, I'll see something for a specific topic and we'll click based on the topic, but I'm sure there's some great people out there who still do it. Oh, Clean Prince became Button Mash. Again, so I guarantee you it's not even his voice anymore. Let's see.
What conspiracy? Became Vigil Games. Together, these four horsemen of the apocalypse produced...
Nah, that's not his voice, I don't think. That's crazy. And you know what? Like, I don't like pointing out people's views or how channel performance is going. You know, that's none of my business. But I think people can tell. Like, I think people can tell when there's just very little passion in the project or the topic at hand. Like, it's clearly written by somebody else. It's voiced by somebody who didn't write it. And I think people can tell because very little people watch it. And the videos that do well are mostly because the topic is interesting. And I don't know. I'm not the one to be able to say whether or not that's a good or bad thing, but I do find it disappointing. Because YouTube, as far away from corporatization as YouTube creators can stay, I think is a net benefit. Like, there's a place for the Mr. Beasts and stuff, like the game show hosts and whatever, but it's like this cruel imitation of a YouTube video sometimes, you know what I mean? It's like kind of scary. Did you see Dark Viper mention TGB during his Red Dead live streams? I didn't see that. That's actually pretty cool. I know that he does know of the series, and I've had like a few small interactions with him over time because I'm a big fan of his stuff. I think Dark Viper did a really cool thing where it was like in an era where GTA 5 content had become mostly like, not all, but mostly had become either online stuff or modded stuff presented as like things that were actually in the game. In that era of GTA 5 content, where single player felt stale for most people, he brought like a really interesting spin to that whole thing. When it started with the speed running and then it evolved into the challenge runs and stuff, like he did a cool thing for that game, I think. And it wasn't just him, but like he rose so fast and then like it stuck because for a number of reasons, but just he sort of brought that making content out of that single player game that was mostly dominated by RP mods, online, that sort of stuff. I know how to go on a tangent, don't I? Like, you literally just said he mentioned TGB. I'm so sorry. Jesus. That's really cool, though. There's a side to YouTube that is just business, not passion projects. Yeah, and I think that's fine. But, again, as long as it never becomes the majority, or it never becomes the prevalent thing, I still like to think that people come to YouTube for, like the standard for quality is getting higher, but they come here for things that are made by just like people. Like some things require teams, and that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that, but they still want it to be personal, and it's about homegrown creatives, I feel like. There's obviously a place for the more corporatized stuff, as I said, but yeah, Dark Viper's done a lot of video essays on GTA and stuff, which are like, that's an example of something where, I mean, he has something like 10,000 hours in the game. It's like, not only does he clearly have a passion for the game, but the knowledge would far exceed so many people for GTA 5. So it's like, he is probably the perfect person to be making lore videos and stuff on GTA. Jesus, can you hear my voice going? Like, we're gonna have to build up the throat calluses before we do this more often. People watch your streams for your personality, not only the game itself. I know, but when it says, what's the title? I forgot what stupid title I made. When it says, Arkham City continues, is Badman unintelligent? People probably expect me to play the game eventually, you know? But that's sweet that you said that. He has more in-game time than real life time at this point. He is a madman. Yeah, the dude's a workhorse. It's always been pretty inspiring to me. Especially since some of our content is, like, adjacent. You know, separated a lot of the time just by editing style, presentation style, and game. But topic-wise, like, it's often a little bit similar. Opinion on the GTA 6 trailer? I was kind of like, the day that it came out, I was standing in my kitchen and I was like, damn, it's like 17 hours until the trailer. I probably won't be awake when it comes out. And then on some psychic shit, the notification for the premiere started. And I was like, what is going on? And I thought originally that Rockstar released the trailer early as a kind of like, that's a very Rockstar thing to do. Like, they give you a 17-hour countdown, everybody's preparing for it. Gaming news publications are ready for that time to be able to report on it first, and then they drop it just at a completely different time. And just, I feel like that's a pretty Rockstar cheeky thing to do, you know? So that's what I thought they were doing. I had no idea that it got leaked and they had to bring it out early, but I thought it was good. In short, probably could have just said I thought it was good, but that's my story. Like, I'm more excited for the trailers to come. I think the first trailer is a great, like, almost tech showcase of, like, here's some innovations we've made that you can expect from the game. But in terms of, like, story and stuff, which I'm really interested in, I think we'll get a lot more from these character trailers. I hope they do sort of character trailers like they did for 5. looking back on that Michael trailer, for example, from GTA 5, I think that's so much better than the initial reveal trailer of GTA 5. The male main character looks exactly like the UFC middleweight champion Sean Strickland. There's definitely a strange similarity, but even stranger, I feel like he looks like John Marston / Arthur Morgan with their head shaved. I do have to draw. Maybe we'll do that at the end. What am I drawing? I can't draw on paint. I need to make that 50,000 points. I wasn't into gaming when V came out, so I'm excited for VI. Yeah, it was weird for me too, because I was late to the party with PS3 and Xbox 360. So I still had a PS2 when GTA 5 came out. Or around the time that I'd had an Xbox 360 prior to that, but didn't have it anymore by that point. And I think getting a PS3 was for GTA 5. What am I drawing? Who redeemed this? Who redeemed the drawing? Let me see. Was afraid of women. Okay. You got to give me something to draw. Might need to buy a PS5. I was lucky. I got a PS5 pretty early. I remember watching the fucking... It was either EB Games or JB Hi-Fi. And I was just watching the stock every day. And then one day I just got lucky. Wait, draw Frank if he joined the Bat family, kicking Robert perhaps. Why did you give me a horse to draw? That's like one of the hardest fucking things to draw ever. I don't know about that. Should I, we'll do this quickly, I suppose. Let me just get paint up real quick. And then we're playing quickly. A little bit, because I need to edit as well. We need to stay on track here. Draw your favorite movie? So are we switching this from horse? Hang on a sec, let me see here. How do I do this again? Display capture. There we go. All right. Jesus, I just had to make sure, like, my screen didn't say my address or something. Christ almighty. No, we're good. Okay. What am I drawing? My favorite movie. I don't know how to draw that. All right, I'll draw my favorite movie. It goes a little something like this. It's like, wait, I'll need to get the cover up real quick. Hold up. Let me see. I can't fucking draw that. Are you kidding me? So like, wait, wrong color. We've got like a movie DVD cover with like the DVD thing at the top. DVD. And then it's like, oh god, this is gonna look so fucked up. I'm looking at a reference photo right now, and come to think of it, dude, like even the actual cover itself looks kind of messed up. Oh Christ, that's just great. Alright, let's start there. I'm gonna make this quick as well. Hopefully. Oh man, I'm out of my depth here. Can anybody guess? It's gonna be some 1940s French movie. Hey, you're close. Oh, it flushed away is such a good guess, considering how I've drawn this. That is such a good guess. Nobody's guessed it yet, though, I don't think. Ah, somebody got it. I'm not going to say who. You'll see when I get to stepping like Leonardo real quick. Oh, why are smiles so hard? Oh, man. That's some good stuff. Give him a little lip. This went downhill real fast. Fucking hell, how does his eyes work? Oh, he looks like he's on crack. I've made a grave mistake. Oh, he is on so many different substances right now. This is bad. Oh, that made it worse. That made it worse. That was meant to make it look better. A little... Oh, Jesus. And he's... Yeah. He has suffered. Let's just put it that way. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, man. He's not in a good way. Man, there's nothing that can salvage this. We can't even give him a hairstyle because he's a fucking rat. Oh, wait. No, that's unacceptable. Yeah, that's kind of it. He needs like some... Nah, so we can't do that because now he looks like Dumbo with like a smaller trunk. Alright, we're almost there, gamers. It's gonna have to cut off here because I can't see his legs in this image. What is this?